We are now joined by Thogoto Teachers Training College women's basketball team. Then after that, we will be inviting the men also here in studio with us. Let me introduce the ladies with me in studio, and what is it that's making them special? You'll get to know in a short while. But first, to introduce the team with me, to my immediate left, we have the player who was voted as the most valuable player in the just concluded Nairobi region games tournament that Thogoto were champs. Not just champs, they've been there for the past 5 years being crowned champions. No mean achievement. It looks like they've kept it under wraps, because anytime you pick it 3 times in a row, it's always yours for the taking. Here they are. We are with them. The most valuable player in the just concluded Nairobi region games, Valerie Ochieng, here with us. Valerie, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Next to Valerie is the captain of Thogoto Teachers Training College basketball women's team joining us. Captains always lead by example. They always say that the captain is the head of the team anytime they are in the pitch, and she will always remain afloat. She is the captain of the ship by the end of the day, ensuring that everything runs well. If there are issues, the referee will have to sort it out with her. We are talking about Eva Majau. Eva, karibu sana to the studio as well.
Asante sana.
Next to Eva is the last year's MVP in the Nairobi region games that they still won. That was Thogoto, and also the team manager of the team still playing, clearly showing that she has what it takes. If height is not anything to go by, then I don't know why she is. She will be letting us know about this. We are talking about Dorcas Njuguna also here with us. Dorcas, karibu sana.
Asante.
Next to Dorcas, we have the coach of the ladies team who's been very influential in this team, making sure that they play as per script. And when things are not going well, she will always be there shouting instructions. I'll find out from the team whether she is animated when she's at the touchline or she's always very calm. The team here will let us know. We're talking about Martha Mbuvi. Martha, karibu sana to the studio.
Asante sana.
Last but not least, we always say that where ladies are, at least there has to be a gentleman, somebody to ensure that, when nerves are up there, he calms them down and says, hey, ladies, just calm down, all is well. If you win, you can also get to draw, you can also get to lose some, always ensuring that everything goes well. The games coordinator from Thogoto Teachers Training College, Mr. Cisco Shege. Cisco, karibu sana as well.
Thank you.
Well, let me first start by congratulating you. Winning 5 years in a row is no mean achievement. And here we are. Let me start with you, Valerie, being voted the most valuable player. Was that something you expected when you started off, knowing very well that Dorcas was there as well, having been the MVP the previous year?
No, I didn't expect.
So how was it? What is it that made them, by the end of the day, say that you were the MVP?
They first congratulated me for the good job, because in our team we really coordinated and we worked together to ensure that everything was fine. And what really helped us make it was breaking up and all that. I played point guard, and so I kept on breaking and making those baskets, and by the end of all the matches I managed to have scored most of the baskets. That's why I was crowned the MVP.
When you go for the baskets, do you just go for the baskets, or there are 3-pointers?
Oh, 3-pointers inclusive.
Inclusive?
Yeah.
Well done, and congratulations. Now, probably from a captain's point of view, because remember, the captain shoulders every responsibility in that pitch. If there's any indiscipline, she has to be there to explain and calm nerves as well in the team. We're talking to Eva Majau. Eva, first and foremost, congratulations, because it's not easy to be a winning captain.
Yeah, thank you. It's not easy. It's hard, because you have to deal with everyone from, we are from different places, different regions, and different backgrounds. So to coordinate and lead such people, you have to have a lot of skills. And at times, our coaches are very, very good. and I would like to thank them for the far that they have taken us. Yeah.
Well done, and not easy to appreciate coaches acknowledging that they play a very key role in terms of delivering and in terms of the team success. We say we appraise you, we let you know what's happening down in Arus, and now it's no longer a 3-horse race, it is a 2-horse race. Helen Obiri with one Ethiopian, and as we speak, they are on that hilly segment of that race, and as we speak, Obiri has a lead of about 3-4 meters, and we really hope that she can extend that. It is going down to the wire. Helen Obiri at the moment leading from the Ethiopian, and she's gotten a gap of about 3-4 meters as at now, and we really hope that she can go all the way. Very, very tight and very tough indeed. That gap seems to have widened a bit, and Obiri looks destined for a gold for Kenya. I mean, if nothing happens, the gap has now increased to about 10 meters, hoping that Obiri, known for always very good finishing kick, she can sprint in the last few kilometers. And if you watched her how she ran here in Kenya in the Defense Forces qualification races, she did it in style. When it came down in Eldoret, where KBC Channel 1 was not left behind, brought you live action, it was Obiri carrying the day. Obiri in the last 50 meters of that race, definitely this seems like it is gold for Kenya, courtesy of Helen Obiri. Yes, confirmed, it is Obiri giving Kenya her second gold medal. And of course, the ladies in the studio, the gentlemen clapping and having fun. Dorcas,
yeah.
Obiri winning gold.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I enjoy seeing people win.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy seeing people win, yeah.
You enjoy seeing people win?
I'm happy for her, yeah.
How do you feel yourself when you win? Because you, Thogoto Teachers, won this time round again for the 5th year. You've been crowned the Nairobi region, champions, and you have the big task of now representing Nairobi region in the nationals coming up in Meru, 1st to the 5th of April.
Yeah, it feels good to win, given that you've given the game your best. Anytime that you get into the game, you're focused, you have that passion, and being that the basketball is something that you enjoy. So when you get in, you give your best, so you definitely enjoy the winning. So after you win, you feel good.
You feel good. It's a very good feeling.
Yeah.
Well, now let's focus on the technical aspects of it, and Martha Mbuvi, the coach of this team. Martha, first and foremost, congratulations. It's not always easy to defend, because when you're a champion, everyone is always focused on beating you. But it seems like it's not been easy for any other person for the last 5 years. And it looks like it's yours for the taking.
I'm telling you, it's forever now. It's ours for the taking for the rest of the years.
You sure?
Yeah.
So even before the game starts, everybody always says, okay, can we now discuss other numbers as in answers? Position one is
take
gone.
the other positions.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we are a great team.
Great team indeed.
Yes.
But let me ask, how has the preparation been in terms of bringing out this greatness from these young ladies?
Wow, these young ladies really work hard. They train, they are committed to their training, they are ready to be told, to be shown the new skills that they need to develop. And I think that has really helped the team to perform to its best. Because you see, when you have students who have a passion and an attitude, for a win, then that on its own is it's a motivating factor that pushes them harder. So you find that even when things are difficult for them, they're still willing to learn more. They're willing to push themselves more so that they can get the win. And I wish you can see them on the ground.
Really?
They are electric. Yes, they are electric.
When fully charged?
When fully charged, here they're speaking in low tones. Just allow them in the field. The energy they exude, the energy that comes out when they're playing. I think for us that has been an experience, a very beautiful experience with them.
Dorcas, when the coach talks like this, I feel, I have this feeling that she gets so animated on the touchline.
Yes.
Who is she? Now, how is she?
She's actually a role model.
Oh, really?
How she does things, we all focus on what she does, and she's the best.
Normally, when a player does a mistake, or probably you didn't know, the referee calls it's a walk, walking or something like that, you'll always turn back to look at the coach. When you look at her, what's her expression?
She can even shout what the referee wants to say. If it's a walk, you can say, Doki, you walked. Like,
like
we love her so much.
Okay. As the games coordinator, Mr. Chege Cisco, Sisto, as the games coordinator, it looks like Thogoto Teachers Training College has taken games very, very strongly, and you've ensured that it's no longer it's no longer an extracurricular activity, but a co-curricular activity, and you've embedded it very well. Yes. What's the school's vision with with sports? Because to even have a games coordinator shows that it's something that you're focusing on.
Thank you. What we do as a college, we have kind of a motto: we train hard, we win easily. And we have done that. So as a games coordinator, I make sure that all the 12 teams, they start training early, then they train hard and win easily. And I think when we went for our regionals, we were able to come out very clearly, because out of 12 teams, we took 50% of the teams, 6 teams, which are proceeding to the nationals. So as a college, we have put a lot of effort, light from the senior management, the board of management led by our chief principal. She has put a lot of resources in games. For example, the basketball, they have 3 courts. They have even an indoor court. So even when the weather is bad, they still are able to train. And I think that's why they're able to shine. They have quality balls, have uniforms. So the college have put them in the right place. And then as a games coordinator, I make sure that I expose them to quite a number of strong teams for friendly matches. And that's why they have been winning year in, year out. We have other teams which are proceeding, the nationals. I have netball, both men and women. I have handball women, and I have hockey men.
So you look like an all-round games institution.
I'm a proud games coordinator. And Thogoto is moving on well in terms of games.
Fantastic. Yes. Well, in not just basketball, netball, you've mentioned hockey and stuff.
And handball women.
And handball women.
And I happen to be the coach.
And you happen to be the coach again.
4 consecutive years.
4 consecutive champion.
Yes.
We'll talk about the nationals and find out if only you here it's the same. But let me find out, Valerie, as a player, what motivated you to go into, into basketball? Why not any other sports? Why not handball, where Coach Sisto is here, as a proud coach? Why basketball?
Okay. Well, I must say it's the passion in you that is what drives you. Like in my high school, I played handball and basketball as well. But this thing that keeps on driving you, that I need to go this way. And I need to play this game because it's a nice game. It's a game of skills. It's a game of brain, and it's a game of workouts. So that is what has been driving me, and the passion, commitment, and all that.
So you played handball in high school?
Yeah.
Sisto?
Yes.
She's sending you a signal that I can also perform in handball. That is to be confirmed. I'm told I need to move with speed because I also need to involve the men as well in this. Eva, as a basketball player, where do you see yourself in the next couple of years?
Okay, as for me, I love basketball. Or what I can say, my mother has been in the Thogoto Teachers College, and I'm proud to say that. And while she was there, she participated in basketball. So, and she always spoke that basketball in the Thogoto is fun, and I was eager when I went to the Thogoto. And through joining basketball, I've met coaches that are very, very good, and they have taught me that basketball is life. And it's a game that motivates me, and it has encouraged me that in my future years, I would like to train as a basketball coach, so that I can follow the steps of Madam Buvi, because she's one of my role models. Yeah, so I see a lot of future in me in basketball because of the help of my coaches, Madam Buvi and Mr. Osumba, who is not with us here. Yeah, they have taught me well the leadership skills, the training, everything that motivates me in life. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Dorcas, here you are, the team manager. You've really been in basketball and you've shown so much. Here you are, you're going for the nationals in Meru between the 1st and the 5th of April. Yeah. What can we expect from Thogoto? Are you going there to make up numbers, or you're going there to compete?
We're going there to compete. We're actually preparing and putting more effort in it. The mistake we did in the regionals, we are working on them because we really want to shine there. We have been there to the national at different levels, but this time we want to go there with a stamp. Like, we want to make it this time because it's something like, it's in our heart. We are passionate for it, and basketball is a good game. It's a good game of enjoyment. It's a game that you enjoy, a no-contact game, so you just depend on yourself. And it's a brain game, as she said. And so we expect a lot in the national. We're going to represent our school the best.
And of the matches that you played in the regionals, is there, probably an institution that you know is really trying to narrow the gap between you and themselves?
Yeah, because we, like Kitui, Kitui TTC, we prayed with them previously at different levels. But this time, they trained a lot. They were waiting for us. And they didn't know we were also prepared for them. Because last time, Machakos too, we had a small limit in the other levels. So they were like, they needed to pay back. So when we went there, we were so ready for them. Like, when we were playing the other games, it's not the same as we were playing with Machakos. Like, we really prepared for them, because it's a school, like, we are very competitive with them, like in basketball. So the moment we went out in the field with them, we did our best to show them. We made sure we made a range that they can't even complain about.
So Kitui mnawacheki.
Machakos,
unaangalia vizuri. Okay, coach. Martha, what can you promise as you go for the nationals?
I promise you a national trophy.
National trophy?
Yes, and the MVP shall come from this lady.
From this guy?
Yes.
So, two things, nationals,
yes,
and MVP.
National trophy as the winning team, and the best college, because already we have 6 teams. 6 teams, that means we have 50%. Even as we go for the nationals, we have 50% already. So if we can get the 50%, that means we'll be the best overall region. Secondly, the national trophy and the MVP will come from these electric girls.
Waswahili wanasema kila mwamba ngoma huvutia upande wake. What we'll do is, after the nationals, we will get in touch with them just to find out how what's come to pass. But it's also good not to forget that as a coach, you must be as confident as she is, because if she's not confident, then the players will lack focus and will be like, kama coach ndiye atuonei sisi tutaweza. But it happens. Mr. Sisto Chege, as the games coordinator, here we are. Your girls are getting ready to go. What can you promise from a games coordinator point of view, because a lot is expected? Are you going to confirm to them that all is set, all the equipment, anything you need will be at your disposal? All you need to do is just go there, have some fun, and let's bring back the trophies.
I can say for sure that we are set for the nationals. They have been preparing from the time we concluded the regionals, and I have a lot of trust in them that they bring the trophies. the 6 teams, including my girls. They're quite set.
They're quite set.
They have everything they need. They have been going for training. We never rested. So we are waiting for the first.
Fantastic.
And do the necessary.
So you're just waiting and it's all set, ready to leave?
All set.
Well, at this point, I'd just like to ask the girls, not the coach, the girls. There must be that cheering word you normally, when you get a basket, what do you say? Si kuna ile kujisike huwa mnajisike nayo.
Yeah.
Think about it. You let me know in a short while as I introduce the next set. The next. After this, we'll go into the prodigy, and this time around we are featuring Michael Kibwage, an under-23 football player. Then immediately after that, we will invite the Thogoto Teachers Training College men's basketball team to also let us know what's making them tick. But as we go away with that, what's the rallying call when you get a point or when you're winning?
Legends.
1, 2, 3.
Legends.
Trying to remember the good old days that I played basketball, but I still believe I have what it takes in terms of dribbling, in terms of the three-pointers, not forgetting the slam dunks. I remember those good old days where you'd go all the way to the rim. Shida ni moja, kuvunja rim kila siku. But by the end of the day, remember it's part of the game and anything can happen. We are talking the game of basketball, and as we talk about basketball, also praising you with what's happening in Arus. Out of the 4 races, it's always the battle between Kenya and Ethiopia. It is 2 apiece. Kenya getting 2 gold medals, courtesy of the under-20 junior women's race and the senior women's race. Beatrice Chebet giving Kenya her first gold medal for the day. Then Helen Obiri doing it in style, winning the senior women's race. 2 gold medals for Kenya. Ethiopia with 2 gold medals. Winning the junior men's race with a gold and silver. Then Uganda bronze. Kenya coming distant 4th. Then, of course, the mixed relays where Ethiopia 1 gold. Then very unfortunate Kenya not featuring anywhere in that. Kenya getting closer bronze. Unfortunately, it was Ethiopia, Morocco, then Kenya with a bronze medal. So as it stands, in terms of gold medals, it is 2 apiece. Kenya 2, Ethiopia 2. The final action coming shortly, where it is the senior men's race coming up in a short bit. Will it be Kenya or will it be Ethiopia or will it be Uganda? Remember Cheptegei, the guy who gave Kenya a scare in Uganda the other day, running very well but not having the finishing kick, but has since come out very strong in the 10,000 and 5,000 meters where he's given Kenya a scare. For Kenya, it's going to be the all-season runner, all-season weather runner. That's Geoffrey Kamworora. We have the young Ronex Kipruto, not forgetting the likes of Paul Tanui coming up in this. All fingers crossed, and of course seeking some divine intervention, hoping that Kenya can clinch this gold medal. Kenya looking for the 7th consecutive team penultimate team title. On the individuals, Kenya still panning out well. The race is underway, and of course we'll be letting you know minute by minute as they close to the finish, hoping that it's going to be the battle between Kenya and Ethiopia, and Kenya carrying the day. Geoffrey Kamworora defending his title. Will he do it? We all pray that he does it. Well, after having been done with the first set of Thogoto Teachers Training College team, the first set comprising of all ladies. Now we bring in the men who also seem to be performing very, very well on the same and getting ready to head to Meru for the nationals that's starting on the 1st to the 5th. At this point, I will spare the lady who is here with us and introduce her later, but I will start with the men. To my immediate left, we have Kinaru Bravin, who is the captain of the team and also was voted the most valuable player in that team, which means that they have what it takes and they seem to be the strong teams to beat. It looks like anytime the teams get out there, it's always a matter of just sorting themselves out in terms of position 2 going backwards, which means, to be honest and with all due respect to all others, they say. Bravin,
yes.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Next to Bravin, we have Simon Waweru. Simon, also a key member of this team, looks a bit shy, but believe you me, when he gets to the pitch, he's a different player because I've interacted with him playing a small game of basketball here, and I could tell that huyu kiasi iko. But let's get to see. Simon, karibu sana.
Thank you.
Now let's get to the only lady represented in this team. She said that wachana na kina Dorcas, kina Valerie, wakai kando. I'm here and I will be talking between the men, and I'll make sure that I represent well. We are talking about Anna Kamau. Anna, also a member of the Thogoto Teachers Training College women's basketball team, coming in to also represent the ladies. Remember, it's always about gender, and we must ensure that in any sitting, gender equality is there. Anna, karibu sana.
Asante.
Well, next to Anna, we have Sheldon Bahati. I don't know whether in any way they are related to Bahati, but we'll find out later on. Sheldon, very tall, has the height, has what it takes, and anytime you take to the pitch, I'm told, anytime Sheldon is there, hakuna wasiwasi, kazi yote huwa imefanyika. Sheldon, karibu sana.
Asante.
Last but not least, the man behind this team, the coach, the man who during our off-air discussion said, ikiwa umetembea, tuache story mingi. I mean, he calls it as it is and respects his players, and the players also get to respect him, and things seem to be working well. We are talking about Coach Wilson Sirengo with us. Coach, karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kapi.
Yeah.
Status quo remains. Bado ni machampion.
Sisi ni machampion bado.
But last year we lost narrowly to our opponents, Kitui Teachers Training College.
Wale Kitui, the lady said munawache.
Yeah. So tukaamua we go back, work on our mistakes because we lost by half a basket. And we really did work this year. And the ambition was that we were focused to take the school a notch higher, flag the flag of the school, and put the school somewhere in the map. And so we have already tumewai.
Kitui.
They are now actually supporting us because they have to support us because we are going to represent them as the region. So they are praying all the best for us. Pua wapige kazi, we meet one another next year.
Tukutane next year, that's the word. Remember, it's happening here on KBC Channel 1. We update you with what's happening in the English Premier League. It is Manchester City against Fulham in the early kickoff, and as it stands, Manchester City leading Fulham by 1-0. Lots of action expected this weekend because it's make or break. We'll be talking about that later on. But now, Simon, last year beaten by Kitui, you've come back, you've positioned yourself, and put Kitui aside, which means, as Bravin says, they will be supporting you. How was it in terms of revenging and getting back to the top?
It was tough. In the way we left a gap of 2 points between us and Kitui, and that was the game which made us champions. So they were also key on us, as we were key on them. Yes.
And you carried the day by the end of it all.
Yes.
Well, tough times indeed, Anna. The ladies who are here before clearly said that hakuna compare anymore.
Hakuna compare anymore because the gap we are making, we're going to work on it more. We're a bigger gap.
Really?
Yeah.
But they say it's easy to become number one.
Yeah.
Maintaining it is not easy.
We're going to maintain it.
As in the past 5 years?
Yeah, the practice we are doing is perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're not worried?
Yeah, we're not worried.
I'll find out what plans you have. Sheldon, now looking at the nationals coming up, what are we looking forward to as a team?
Yeah, according to the training that we have gone through, I think we are up to the task to win the nationals.
So you're looking forward to winning the nationals?
Yes.
Coach, your players seem very confident, and the confidence has paid because they are champions in their own rights.
Yes.
How does this make you feel as a coach?
Yeah, as a coach, it makes me feel proud of myself to be associated with a team that has the willingness to win at all times. And believe you me, not these people have been working. I want to say that it's one of the teams that have enjoyed coaching, because when you ask them for hitting the court for even as many as 3 hours, these guys will be there. You get to the court there and you'll find them waiting to be told what to do next. Sometimes you get them running plays on the court, and the captain is on top. So I find it very easy, and I feel very good when they talk in terms of we are sure we're going to win. So they have built the confidence themselves. They have really shown a lot of commitment, and by doing that, I think it's paying very well.
I mean, you've mentioned whenever needed in the court, they're always there in terms of training. But let me ask, Bravin, you must be, a student in school, Thogoto Teachers Training College. How do you balance books and still excel in basketball?
It's quite easy. In our school, we believe in an all-rounded student. As teachers, you need to impact a learner with both knowledge and improve on their skills. So we have time for games where we schedule ourselves for classes. You basically have to attend classes, and time for games, you avail yourself. And the little time you have, you use it to maximum.
The little time you have, you must make sure you use it well and ensure that by the end of the day you're productive, and whatever you impact is also one that can produce results under any given time. They always say that too much work without play makes me a dull boy. I don't know whether that's what they're heading into, but I mean, anytime you have a facility, you have an equipment, you have the basketball, the football, the hockey stick or anything, just get to interact and get the results. Simon?
Yes.
I mean, you're now looking at a situation where we are going to the finals, the nationals. Sheldon has clearly put it that you're looking forward to lifting the trophy. As a player, you in particular, how do you think you will perform when you get to the nationals? Are you looking at dethroning Bravin from the MVP that you got in the regionals?
Yes, I'm looking forward to the MVP at nationals.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking to a tough competition. But due to the training we have done, I know we are also tough. So the other schools at Meru, even though they are tough, they wait for a tough Thogoto TTC.
So they need to just wait because
yes.
Kazi iko. Anna,
yes.
What made you go into basketball?
It's passion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been admiring people playing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed to know that game. So I started it in high school. That's why I joined it. When I came to college, I continued the game.
Where would you like to be in the next, say, 5 years or 10 years? Are you looking at professional basketball or national team player or Niko Thogoto imetosha?
No. Madam Bubi being a role model, we need to be somewhere, a basketball coach or a player anywhere.
What does Madame Buvi do? Because there seems to be so much, everyone is looking at her from the ladies earlier on.
She's focused into this game.
Mm-hmm.
She's ready to show us what we should do to improve on our weak points. She's always there.
Okay. Well, well put there. Thanks. Sheldon,
Yes.
where do you see yourself as a player in the next coming years?
I'll be happy if I get a club, maybe, join them, play for them, because I thank God for the advantage, the height, and I know I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, super. Getting a club you will, believe you me, because I know clubs will be at, we'll send scouts in Meru, so all that you need to do is make sure that you get the results and perform well, because you just never know who will be watching. Coach,
Yes.
I believe that now that you have ensured they are going in for the nationals, how are the preparations like between now and you get to the court to play your first game?
So far, what we've done is we've done the groundwork, we've done the workouts, we've done the drills, we've done the conditioning, and these guys are fit. So what remains of them is mental discipline. Between now and Meru, what we are now working on is a focus of the game, mental discipline. The few things that we've done, the few plays that we've run, we're just going to work on them in a very, very easy way. We are not just going to leave it go, but as we look forward to that first game, we're just going to go through the defensive plays, the attack plays that we've been going through, the ball handling, fundamentals, but then we build them up to advanced skills. That's what we're working on. But we don't want to preempt. I know other coaches are watching and they're saying that their ears are very alight. They want to hear what I'll say. I don't want to put everything there. No. But let me just assure you that we have very technical approaches that we're going to use as we move towards the nationals.
Very technical approach indeed, like you say, usimwage mtama kwenye kuku wengi. Waswahili wanasema ashakumsima tusi. Sababu najua wengi wanatizama na watajua Bravin basi ndio wa kuangaliwa. Bravin sana sana huwa anakuja na Is that your style of play?
No, that's not my style of play. I play it clean and easy. Najua I have worked hard in the training, so I believe I'm going to win easy. So there's no need of playing rough. No.
Playing dirty hamna.
Tunayo. It's a clean game. Enjoy. Having fun. If you play dirty, I don't think you'll enjoy. So play clean, enjoy yourself.
Okay, I'll narrow this down because I'm told time is also not on our side. I will start from Sheldon, coming back, then I'll wind up with the captain and the coach to let us know what to expect. Sheldon, here we are. Now you're going to Thogoto. You've clearly put it that you are really hoping that a club can come your way. For a young basketballer looking at you now, what advice would you give them? Because there are those who look at you and they'll be like, when I grow up, I want to be like Sheldon. What advice would you give that young person looking at you now?
Yeah, according to me, I think every person needs to play his role or her role. It's just as simple as that. Because if someone is expecting performance from you, you just need to know what to do to perfect that.
So know what you want to do and stay focused and you will achieve it.
Yeah.
Anna, for that girl looking at you now and they're like, wow, Anna is already a champion. They've achieved this at this, all this time, and they're champions the last 5 years. What is it that makes Anna tick? And they would be like, you. What message would you have for any young girl looking at you now?
For the young girl out there, if you have the passion for basketball, go for it. Don't ignore it. Just go there and be ready to work hard. It is an enjoyable game, and it will be fun playing it.
It's enjoyable, it's full of fun, and just go out there and get right, and you just never know what could happen. Remember, we are updating you of what's happening from Aarhus, Denmark, where the World Cross Country Championships are taking place, and I can tell you the last race for the day, that's the senior men's race, is underway, and Uganda's Cheptegei seems to be leading at the moment. But remember, in the last cross country championships, Cheptegei led with a clean lead of about 150 meters. But what happened by the end of the day, Geoffrey Kamworor narrowed that gap and won. Not only Geoffrey Kamworor, it was a Kenya 1-2. The question is, can Cheptegei turn things around this time around? The Kenyans are still up there as well, watching and keeping pace, and it looks like everyone is hanging on to Geoffrey Kamworor because that is what many expect could be the winning card for Kenya, forgetting that we have other Kenyans in this. Could this be a game plan? Well, we'll let you know because the race is still underway. Simon,
yes.
Your fans are watching you now because I know they know. Na wote wanaangalia.
True.
So, what message do you have for them? Wanakuangalia saa hii, talk to them.
I will play basketball to my level best, and my core target is playing for the Kenyan team. And I'll do everything what the coaches tell us to do and what they teach us. And then for those who maybe have an opportunity to play basketball, start from the lowest, then you will go up as you increase your talent. That's all.
Super. Bravin, as the captain, you have 30 seconds, I'm told. Just a word of encouragement. What can you promise your fellow college mates?
I just want to assure them that we are here to win it. We're not here just to add up the numbers. We have worked for this, and this time round, we want them to go home with a scare. Let them know that Thogoto is a college.
Wow.
Yes.
Na mnataka wakuja wa support? Unisikiza, waambie.
I want the other colleges to know that. But for my fellow colleagues in school, I want them to know that we are here for them. We will represent them.
You represent them
well?
well?
Yeah, we will represent them well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You have 30 seconds.
Trying to say that I have this philosophy of life to develop our player from low level to high levels. So for me, what I'll be looking at Meru is not a win per se, but I want to see what I've told these guys, whether they have developed. I want to see all departments working. If they can be able to do layups without missing, if they can able to do the 3-point shots, the free throws, I'll be very happy. So I'm looking at a team that I want to count down and say, yes, I've imparted some skills and I've developed these players. That is it. For a win, if it comes, then be it, we'll celebrate. But if it doesn't come, I'm looking at what else can they show for time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Thogoto Teachers Training College basketball teams, both men and women. It's been a pleasure hosting you, and it's also good to learn that you are the Nairobi region champions, going to represent the region in the nationals that will be happening in Meru.